we're using a 1/2 inch notch squeegee. That way, we're going to leave behind a 1/8 inch. This is the Polyhard Urethane Mortar Slurry SL. And this is going to be great for thermal shock resistance for industrial applications. Once you get done squeegeeing it out, you're going to want to hit it with a leaf roller. If you're using the 3/8, you'd want to use a metal spike roller or a plastic spike roller. We measured out 60 foot, and if you notice, we're getting it, and that's one of the differences with our system is it's a 2-gallon kit, not a 1.5 gallon kit. We give a true 60 foot. About a foot away from the wall with 60 foot. So we get a true 60 foot. Which brings your cost down to about $1.65 a foot for urethane mortar slurry. Then whatever you're going to broadcast in if you want to. And of course stop coat if you want that. Now when you're rolling like that, you want to be sure that you're not splashed against the wall once you get up to the wall. Now at this point in time, I would wait about 5 or 6 minutes and broadcast if I wanted to broadcast. You don't have to. It just depends. This is going to dry kind of matte. Go about another 4 inches further north. There you go. And we're getting a real nice self-leveling effect. And it's about 75 degrees, with actually some humidity in here in Vegas today. The more humidity you have, the quicker this is going to dry. If you're putting it down and you start seeing a lot of bubbling, you want to stop the application and put down our skim coat first, which is the same material with less broadcast. You can notice as he's just writing his name in there, and you'll watch that just level right out. You're going to get good leveling for about, we're going to tell you 10 minutes, because you're going to get it for about 14 to 15 at 85 degrees, 86 degrees. But we really want you to try to get everything mixed and laid down that you can within 10 minutes. You can wait till about the 15-minute point, start broadcasting. I could broadcast now, but it's going to eat a lot of my sand. All right, so as you see, his name and everything still fell out. See here, we're still getting good leveling capabilities, which is pretty nice. Now, this here is about 4 weeks old. This is our light gray, and got a hammer here. You see, it's just a really durable coating, and there's no sand or anything in here. Levels out smooth, and it's our Polyhard 1/8 inch SL. All right, so just give it a little test. You want to throw your sand up to see how much of this is being eaten. This is going to give you a good another 1/8 build. So you always want to throw your sand up. You don't have to worry about throwing too much. You can just broadcast a rejection, and that's when it doesn't take anymore. Once you do that, you come back in about 6 to 7 hours. You sweep it off, and then you can top coat it, maybe with a Novalac if you're looking for serious chemical resistance. You notice it's eating a lot of sand. I probably could have waited just a tad bit longer, and it wouldn't have sucked in as much sand. Somebody on spikes coming behind. 8 to 10 minutes in is where you're going to be doing this. This is something going for a top coat. I mean, I don't have to be perfectly even. See, that's good. That's here.
Robert asked if he can do that himself. Robert asked if he can do that himself.
What?
Myself.
One person? That's your thing, Slurry. I mean, you're going to need at least 2 to 3 guys. Anything you want to do, you want to lay out the mix within about 10 minutes. And then you can let it sit for about 10 to 15, but you're going to want a guy who can walk in spikes while it's still laying out.
You got
Come behind and throw in the sand.
You got 60 foot of batch, so your mixing is going to be, I mean, if you're laying this, it's going to be consistent. You're going to have somebody mixing the whole time. That's not going very far. I mean, if we're on a job laying this, you see, just in this little area here, you know, I'm going to have 10 mixes to get as far as I am. So I'm going to have somebody doing that constantly. Somebody squeegeeing, somebody backrolling, and then I can have somebody broadcasting sand. That one of them same people can broadcast sand. So minimum of 3 and preferably 4 to 5, depending on how big the area is.
You're charging $8 to $12 a foot for this, so you don't have to cheap out on labor. You can really get in there. Labor is going to be one of your more affordable pieces.